My childhood was pretty magical, I think. I grew up here. I was actually born in the farmhouse here on the farm.
Full Belly Farm is a 300-acre organic farm founded in 1985 by Drew and Paul Mueller.
Full Belly is located just outside of the small town of Gwynda, but Hallie and her siblings went to high school in Esparto, 30 minutes away. The city of Davis is an hour's drive.
Full Belly is a farm committed to providing good conditions for their workers, as well as practicing sustainable, environmentally conscious farming methods.
The farm also hosts a series of outreach programs, one of which is Full Belly Farm Camp.
When I was 16, I was a junior in high school, and I really wanted to have a summertime project that I could do here that wouldn't take up the whole year. And so I sort of started to think about, if I could have kids here to the farm, what would I want to expose them to? What would I want to show them? And so I started to create this idea of curriculum that would take kids through all of the steps that a farmer goes through.
The camp consists of only somewhere between 15 and 20 campers, with 5 counselors, 3 of whom are Muellers.
During the school year, there's the pressure for grades, to do well in school, that sort of thing, and that's gone in the summer anyway, but particularly at farm camp, there's none of that. It's very calm and peaceful. You just kind of spend your days, reading in the sun, swimming in the river. There's nothing stressful about farm camp. You lose a sense of time. Everything just passes by very easily.
The biggest reason that I started it was because I wanted to bring other people here to the farm. That was so important to me, to have other kids be on a farm, be exposed to all the things that I was exposed to, and really just get to be farm kids for a week.
Outside the whole time. We sleep in tents in the walnut orchard. We eat outside on picnic tables. Even the kitchen that we cook in is an outdoor kitchen. When you're there, you're away from your family, you're away from everything at home. There's no cell phones, no computers. All you have is your friends and reading books and hanging out. And it's a great break because you really lose track of time. I don't think I saw a clock for a whole week.
We eat at picnic tables, take hurried showers in the family's house, cleaning ourselves mostly in the river, and pee in 3 porta potties. Every morning, Hallie checks for our protection trifecta: hat, sunscreen, and water bottle.
The afternoons are spent in the river because it's wicked hot here in the summertime, but the mornings are really farm focused.
Most of our time is just spent relaxing and enjoying life as opposed to always being occupied and thinking about other things.
We drove to the farmer's market in Davis. We played frisbee and, talked and had really good food.
We go to a farmer's market, we do a little river rafting exploration trip, drive tractor. It's a little bit more of the technical farming skills, and hopefully just overall exposure to this place so that they can sort of feel like this farm isn't just some abstract thought, but they're really hands-on and can have some ownership in this place, which is really important.
One of my favorite days is the pizza day, where we take grain, wheat from the farm and make it into dough. We pick tomatoes, make tomato sauce, pick basil, make pesto, and we make pizzas, and it's all totally from the farm and it's totally homemade. And I thought that was a really fun day, and it was also very rewarding because you get to eat your pizza at the end of the day.
Most of the food is made on the farm, and the food that's not grown on the farm is from, I think, within like 80 miles away. So there's usually lots of fruits, lots of vegetables. A lot of the stuff is homemade.
It's not just about the farming, it's also about connecting kids to their food and harvesting a lot of what we're eating, which is just the ultimate connection to seeing where your food comes from. We eat only locavore food, or try to, so eating food that comes right here from the farm. So the diet is really good during camp, and it's delicious food.
When you're making dinner, you're cooking, you're not thinking about anything else, you're just cooking and then you get to enjoy it. When you're in the meadow relaxing, you get to fall asleep in the sun. It's really great because you're not occupied with other things. It's really just you there in the moment, which is different from the school year when you're just completely stressed out and thinking about homework and sports and school.
By midweek, sleeping bags are buried under towels and t-shirts, and the tents smell of sunscreen, deodorant, and river water. At night, you can see a shocking number of stars through the mesh of the tent ceiling.
My hope is that campers can gain all sorts of new experiences, but also just a lot of confidence in their own abilities. You know, when we pack CSA boxes, which is the community supported agriculture boxes, and our farm does about 1,200 of those a week, you hear kids say things like, "I never thought we would actually be capable of doing this," and that confidence in their own abilities is so, so important. For them to feel like they have some power over their food, and they can just broaden that connection and deepen that connection. I also just hope that they have fun. It's not often that kids can just play and really feel like they don't have to worry about stresses of school and you know, city life, and they can really just focus on being a kid.
One of my favorite days is the last day, where we take a full day rafting trip. We drive a couple miles upriver and we each get in kayaks and boats and life vests and floating tubes, and we float down the river for the whole day. And it's really great because you just get to talk with people and laugh and swim if it gets too hot, which it usually does, and you end up floating right back to camp.
My childhood was a lot of waking up right at dawn and playing outside all day long until way past sunset. My parents worked really, really hard when I was young. You know, they were working 16 or 18-hour days, and so the child supervision was probably a little lacking at times, but we just grew up to be really responsible for ourselves and really independent, which has been really great. I think that that's a wonderful trait for kids to have, and that's really special, to be able to feel like I'm sharing a slice of my childhood with the people who come to the farm.
Perhaps we love farm camp because it offers us a chance to unwind, to get away from the daily tumult of our lives. We love it because there's such good food and such good-natured people there. We love it because it's all of these things and something more, something we can't quite put into words.
I've spent too long away from home, did all the things I could